This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the LA Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams.
To kick off for the Chargers.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 28-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Simpson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Pierce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
James on the cover.
The Rams at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A gain of 4.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Simpson. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off the play fake. Simpson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Alec Pierce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for LA. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the 50, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They've got the 70-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Looking to throw. Simpson. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they'll make sure he's touched down. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Off-play action. Simpson. That's caught. Puka Nakua. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Powering forward. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. But they'll say it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one is right down the middle. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
They juked him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Herbert off of play action. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
For the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
33-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Williams running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Simpson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Herbert going to change the play here. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Thompson will go in motion right. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Simpson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of the best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Home to right. Ready.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Blitz coming, down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Delta. Hot. Delta. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and long.
A give running right is Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
21. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Second and 10.
Counter.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
59.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Herbert just beat the play clock. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted.
Let's go. Hey, go Lion. Taylor, tight. Hold the troops right. 59. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now it's Herbert. Open there. It's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown, LA.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Score Rams 20, Chargers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 65 yards. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Chargers 14.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Rams are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, count it.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And his struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simpson. That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Simpson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Back to throw. Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He may go.
Touchdown, L.A.
Puka Nacua.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
45. Chargers 21.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for L.A., they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves.